She was a mutant dressed in gowns and music by this-bizarre-parody. I'm silently judging your work ethic, she screamed with the most supreme pessimism, an attitude most peculiar, a savage woo-man-woo with a lost impression. Even her cats had absurd faces, but faces one could recognize in some cosmic confusion, but she would have none of that. She was obscured inside me, receding eyebrows, insectoid features, an abyss trying to trap me in debauchery, trying to assassinate with liquid acid orgasms. Life is 5 minutes of eternity, drowning in brutal absurdity, so says this time-traveling caterpillar, while I danced around her, pouring her thoughts into a wine glass. So tasty, yes indeed, like petals and chocolate caterpillars. Maybe like a backwards water slide with just a hint of jasmine and strange weed. Very European, I must say. We danced to some musical thunder sounds, very likely like escaped notes from a composer's page. Very properly. I cartwheeled around this she-mutant, this dress of purples and golds. She smiled something monstrous, it was hungry, and I laughed with a quixotic squeal that twirled like jazz under a circus of stray cats, all dancing and standing on two hands over barrels of fire and whips. This business of thought is bound to waste our time, she said, while she tasted my mind wine. Oh, she whirled, it tastes like Mercury and Mars, sand with tree bark that masks an aroma of twitching ballet dancers. However did you mix such a proper drink inside that script in your mud flesh? Is it always so sweet? She asked me sideways and upside down. Now, my tasty bad decision. I winked with my eyebrow. We have music to attend and frowned upon. But yes, it's always sweet and sometimes it's honest and brutal and a little sour. Like any flavor of drink that broods too long on a shelf without a mouth to water. Oh, she laughed. It's very lovely. I think I'm a little drunk on your mind wine. Is that an invitation? I asked. Perhaps, but first tell me something beautiful and strange. I want very beautiful beauties. I want dancing and love like all space-time dreamers. I don't want to be proper. I want to be desirable and despicable. Oh my, the insect in my eyes cried. What would your mother think? Don't you know, she fluttered under the light like a whisk of dark whiskey. Mothers have a genetic disposition to eventually be disappointed with their children. Of course, my love, I said while twirling this mutant around. I am the god of stray lovers, the mistress and the loner. What strange music will play from our mouths and lips and body and mind? A little kiss? Yes, why, thank you. I feel like floating. Care to join me? So, tell me, Mr. Poet, what does love feel like? It's very different all the time, I say. Sometimes like spinning, sometimes like the melody of ocean pebbles, sometimes like something tickling your feet. But inside us, my love and muse, we close our eyes and see it all. Some would have you believe that's just the blood running through your eyelids, but my love for us, it's the ocean. Well, if I'm going to travel with a space caterpillar, my manic, strange love junkie, I'll need a dress, one with patterns and swirls and maybe a ribbon. Yes, I think so. Why, my harpy of mermaid fetishes, why would you need a dress? Why? Because I'm a proper lady, and proper ladies wear dresses. Of course, a scoundrel and rascal like you wouldn't know that. A woman must keep up appearances. Our reputations aren't as easily repaired as men's. What if we met an alien civilization? What would they think if you were the first human they met, and you were wearing a dirty t-shirt and flip-flops? Oh, she cried while slurping more wine, they'd think us heathens. I imagine they would think us very unpretentious and invite us for dinner. They'd think you were a scoundrel. Perhaps they only invite scoundrels for dinner. Then I don't think I would want to meet these aliens. We danced inside the wine, our brains fused by love and warped by lust. Her head rolled into my arms. Something on your mind, my dear? I sang while dancing to the musical robots, twitching in dismay like zigzag eyebrows on a painting. Yes, I'm a woman. I always have something on my mind. You mean besides her eyebrows? I was thinking about love, if you must know. What about love? My erection roared in harmony and lust. I was thinking of other things love like we do. If trees love, or bumblebees, flowers, raindrops, or even insects in mountains. Of course. Everything loves. Oh, and what about flat tires? Can flat tires love? Especially, I said while eyeing her with suspicion. Flat tires. Yes, she wonders. I like the way these words tickle me. How strange all life must be for those that have never loved. They must feel like insects, lost in the textures of carpets, a wrinkled sky that never swoons with sunshine. Tell me a story, you stray vagabond. Tell this love and muse of yours something tragic. Because for us lovers, love is and will always be tragic. We are mortal and lose all things at the end of the world. Not now, my darling caterpillar. We are off to the queer and self-mutilated. Oh, great mutant, she cried. We're not going to the mall again, are we? Tisk, we must not make the sugar heads with insect bodies angry. I mean, after all, we need them to remain theoretical. Oh, these lovely myths we weave, I sang and danced with her sitting atop my head. How obscure the birds smear across the light lamps, how we beg with envy to the motionless one-eyed stranger, how we raise our lips to snare the lovers, just to kiss my pudding, my darling. I want to steal this debt of thinking, back to the mud, to the slime, to this song of pain, drawing limbs to the coming grave. Kiss me now, for I demand to be loved! And so these lovers raged in their overhyped neurotic dreamland.